Hello friends, and welcome back to A Cozy Lifestyle with Clarissa Coward. It's Saturday afternoon and it's 85 degrees outside, but the pollen is horrendous, and of course we're all doing that, staying away from each other, quarantine here. So I've decided to do a little painting. So I'm going to redo my vanity. It's a refresh. You've seen me do it if you've been following me. I've painted it before, but because I sit there every day, makeup, that kind of thing, I thought it could use a refresh, and I've got the time right now. So I'm going to refresh that, and then I have a couple of small things, a couple of boxes. I don't know if you can see this right here on my bed. It's a nice box that I keep some things on my vanity, but it has all sorts of writing on it, and I'm going to paint over it. And then there's another one sitting here. I'm going to paint it. I've done a couple of books, and I love the way that they came out. So I'm going to do the same effect on these two boxes as well. But first off, I'm going to paint this vanity. Let me take you down so you can see it. And now you can see that box sitting there on the bed. But here's the vanity. Yeah. So I'm just painting the bottom part. And what I'm using is Dixie Belle Buttercream. That's the chalk paint that I'm using. Can you see that? Is it? Okay. And I'm also going to use the Dixie Belle Satin Finish. And I may even use some polyacrylic, because this thing gets a lot of use. It gets every day, it gets daily use. So I'm using my round brush for most of it, but I also have a chip brush to get into little crevices and things. The thing about this is the drawers do not come out. And if they do, I don't know how. I've never taken them out. I've always painted around them, so that's what I'm doing today as well. So if you're interested in how this turns out, if you want to watch me do a little painting, come on in and let's get started.
slow you down. Oh no, I gave my heart away. Went a bit too far, so wrong. Oh no, open up my soul, but babe, how could I know you're cold? Shame on you, should have seen what you were like, dangerously nice. You got me all lost, so blinded. You got me all lost. Listen to my heart. I gotta be lost, survived it. Now you're all gone, 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 my friend. Oh Lord, I guess you fooled me once, but I ain't falling twice. All lies. Oh Lord, I ain't gonna run. My rise has just begun. I'll shine. Shame on you. Should have seen what you were like. Dangerously nice. You got me all lost, so blind. You got me all lost. Listen to my.
And so while we wait for, I'm hot. Probably need to turn the air on. Like I said, it's 85 outside today. I may go down and do that. While we wait for the vanity to dry over there, I'm going to go ahead and paint the boxes over here. So I can be killing two birds with one stone instead of just sitting around waiting for paint to dry. We all know how boring that can be. Okay? So we're going to do this project. I think what I want to do, just to explain, I'm going to use the same paint. Maybe not. Maybe I won't waste furniture paint on this. I think I may use my... Did I put it away? I did. My... What is it? Home Decor chalk paint from Walmart. I think I'm going to do that on this box and on this box. And if I have any floating around, I'm going to put a handle on them both. And we'll see how that goes, okay? So let's get painting. So I stay and just repeat it now. Yeah. Oh, we dream about all things being alright, but we freeze when it's all up to us. So let's fight it, make a stand and try it. Everything will matter from now on. Matter from now on. Let's fight it, there's no way to hide it, 'cause everything will matter friends, so I painted the boxes the white, and then I went in with some of the moss color and some black, and I mixed them kind of sort of in here, and just to give it that age look, I just went over it, kind of dry brushed it to get this effect. And I did it on both. Can you see? Yeah, I can see that in the camera. Okay. And then I went downstairs and went through my stash, and I found these two handles that used to be on cabinets. And I want to put one on top of this one and one on top of this one. So that's where we are so far. I was just going to make little holes and then E6000 them into the top of the box. However, Hubs got wind of what I wanted to do and decided that it could be done in a better way. So I can't put the handles on until Monday because he's going to run out and get, since these boxes are cardboard, he's going to go out and get something to put under here so he can add them with a washer and a screw and the E6000 so that it won't stretch the cardboard and maybe the cardboard will last a little longer. So that's my plan for Monday. But for now, they're all painted, cleaned out. And when I put my vanity back together, you'll see this one doesn't actually sit on the vanity. This sits on the dresser underneath the TV in the bedroom. It holds my brushes. But I may even put something on it using my Cricut as well. Not sure. But this one sits on my vanity. And they just did not match. They were both different colors. And I kind of like this rustic look better. So I'm going to also put a satin coat over them. And then I will start putting stuff back in. I'm waiting for the satin finish to dry on my vanity. And then we'll put it all back together again. Okay? Just wanted to let you know where I was in this. I intended to film putting my dry brush on, but I had to run outside, and Hubs painted some flower pots for me, so I had to run out, and he wanted me to look at them and see how they looked. And then I got sidetracked, so. But anyway, you know how to do that, I'm assuming. Like I said, I mixed the paint, different colors that I wanted to use, and I put just a little bit on, and I wiped it off on my surface here, which I have a towel down, my paint towel, and then I just dry brushed it over and to get that rustic look. Okay, I'll be back when it's time to put things together. I don't think I have anything else that I need to show you as I do it. Like I said, you watch me paint the vanity. Now I'm waiting for the clear coat to dry. I'm going to put a clear coat on both of these, and then put things back together. Okay, I'll see you in a bit.
And I know that it's alarming, yeah. 'Cause time is running out, and we can't just stay and watch it, no. Oh, we dream about all things being alright, but we freeze when it's all up to us. So let's fight.
Well, friends, I hope you are enjoying this video. This project grew and grew. You know how sometimes you start something that's supposed to be just a small little project and you do this little bit that leads to more little bit and this and that. So that's what's happening here. A small little project ended up being a long project. But what I'm happy about is that it's done. Everything is clean. I've purged old makeup and old other things out of my vanity drawers, and now everything is nice and clean. It's repainted. I repainted the boxes. And also, I didn't even mention it, but there's a little storage box that sits on the floor under my vanity, and I repainted it as well. So I have accomplished quite a bit today. But I popped in just to remind you guys that if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do so by hitting the subscribe button below. And once you do that, also hit the bell so that you'll be notified of all upcoming content. And if you enjoy type of content, please leave me a thumbs up. And I love to hear from you guys too, so comments are also appreciated. So, guys, I also want to once again remind you that you're all in my prayers while we're going through what we're going through all over this country, actually all over the world. And it can be overwhelming, and it is overwhelming, but I always try to find something every day now that gives me joy, like this project here. And I'm attending my church online, which helps a lot that I'm still connected to that as well. So just know that you are in my prayers, my thoughts, my heart. I want you all to be healthy and happy with your families while we're going through this. I know it's a lot, but just try to be joyful. Work at it. Make that when you wake up in the morning, just say to yourself, I'm going to have a good day and not let this get you down. And sometimes I found that I have to turn the news off and do something like I'm doing now, just to give my mind a rest because this is serious and there's a lot going on, but we can get through this. Just know that I'm praying for you and I'm thinking about you and I am wishing you well. So now we're going to get back to our cleaning. But remember, I love you. And that as always, there's hugs and blessings and lots of love over here for you. Okay?
Take me in your arms, do just what you want. You're the one I trust. I belong to you, and I'll always be around when I need some loving, baby. And I never let you down, let you down, let you down. I'm your song, and you're playing all my melodies. There's no one else, 'cause baby, we got chemistry. You give me feelings that I never knew. This heart of mine will always and forever belong to you. You and me were meant to be as one. The universe has known it all along. Maybe this is where our story starts. Maybe it was written in the stars, written in the stars. You, me, forever, yeah. You, me, written in the stars. You, me, forever, yeah. You, me. forever, yeah. You, me, written in the stars. You, me.